Welcome back to the AMSOIL Championship Snowcross Series, everyone. I'm your host, Misha Johnson. Of course, on every episode of this show, we feature the Monster Energy Sled Next Invasion Tour, and I am standing next to my good friend, PT Paul Thacker, who, of course, as everyone knows, is a fashionista around these races. Take a look at these shoes. Not at all scared to wear pink either. Now, Paul, what are we going to see tonight? You guys always put on a great show. How are you going to stay safe, number one, and number two, what kind of tricks are we going to see?
Well, we're safe is a relative term, but we're always, make sure our sleds are dialed and we're well practiced, and that's about all we can ask. As far as the show, we've got, it's midday and we've got a huge crowd already. So, and the buzz is around town. Everybody's coming out tonight. I don't think that there's going to be anyone on the streets of Hayward at all this evening. They're going to be all here. So we're going to, put on a acrobatic show like we always do, and try and make some fans happy. We're trying to show off for a living. So, if the more people that are there to get excited and loud, it definitely drives us. So if the crowd's into it, we're more into it.
No question about it. Hayward really is an awesome place. Stay safe out there, Paul. Have a great show. And right now, we got to get back to the racing action. So guys in the booth, take it away.
Thanks, MJ. Brett Bender alongside Ian Hayden. We're in the big sleds. It is the AMSOIL Pro Open qualifying round two. Those two drivers got together in their first heat of qualifying.
They did, Mike, and now we're taking a look at Levi Lavallee as he gets ready here as well.
Well, let's take a look. This is the way the course lines up. Now, it is really warmed up here, Farron. It's, of course, later in the afternoon. Temperatures are higher. This track has really gone south.
Well, it's began to get slippery, Mike, and that's going to show in these heats.
Sleds are all fired up, just about ready to go. They'll be under starters' orders very quickly. There you see Steve Taylor out of Warner Racing has gone way to the outside. You can't even see him in the camera shot. And Brett Bender with a huge hole shot. He takes the early lead.
Bender comes to the inside. He'll work his way between 1 and 2 here through that grenade section on the inside line.
Boy, Paul Bowerly finding a rough ride through that part of the racetrack. They go into the flyaway section, and again, as they go through, it's Bender out front. Then it's Lavallee right behind him, and look at Bowerly. Oh, and he just about offload there in 3.
Bowerly having a rough time through that section.
Well, they come back down into 1. There you see Bowerly on that number 24 Artie Cat. It's still Bender out in front. There's Lavallee in second. Down into turn number 2, they take the transition, and Bowerly, well, I'll tell you what, He had a rough ride going. It was just a matter of time, and fortunately, nobody tagged him there.
Well, he's really lucky that sled didn't come up any farther on top of him, as he's getting a little bit of help from the flaggers here. We'll take another look at it.
Here he came in, and he just locked up the track because knew he was going to be short. Cased it in there, just the sled come over, and of course right away everybody else right behind him had no place to go.
You'll see him here giving the official sign that he needs some help, and that's the wave to the flagman. Come on, boys.
Well, they're still trying to get Bowerly squared away as you see Ian Hayden go to the far outside. Let's go back up front again. This is lap number 7 and turn number 3. Just about ready to complete that lap. It is still Brett Bender out front. You get out front early on, he runs pretty decent.
Well, he gets out in front here, Mike, and he's got clear vision. And of course, we talked about these snow conditions. The way that snow is just coming off, the roost is heavy, and it's going to stick to those goggles. Bender in a great spot.
Lavallee in second. Steve Taylor out of Warner Racing on the number 2 Skidoo, sitting in third place. We watch them as they go through the back part of the racetrack, and again, a couple of Warner teammates about ready to do battle. Taylor currently in third place. Right behind him, Emil Oman on the number 27 sled. He's ready to do battle.
They are bumper to bumper as they come down the front stretch across the AMSOIL finish line. 2 teammates. Well, you're going to have to get up in there and battle with Taylor.
Taylor still in third place. As you see our leaders up earlier in that camera shot, and there you see as they work on each other. Now it's Oman on the inside, Taylor on the inside. Oman works the outside. Let's watch them as they go through the back part of the racetrack. Oman still trying to run down Steve Taylor.
Taylor having a good line, but here comes, oh yeah, a move is made in turn 3.
Did he land on him? I think he actually landed on him. Let's take a look at it again. Here he came in. It's Taylor up high, Oman underneath, and there, Steve Taylor lands on Emil Oman, but Oman takes that third spot.
Oh, Mike, it could have been bad if he'd have got that ski just a little higher on that hood.
Brett Bender still your race leader out in front as we can count down the laps here. Levi Lavallee in second place, and Emil Ullman in third. Going through into turn number 2. They'll go through into the U.S. Air Force flyaway section. Reaches for tear-offs, none there. You can be out front and you're still going to catch some roost when you get through lappers. They'll go down through that third turn. Nice big sweeping turn. Checkered flag is out. Brett Bender takes the win. Lavallee in second, Ullman in third. Let's see what Bender did here.
Look at this hole shot from Bender. He just timed this out perfect. Everybody else is a half a sled behind him. Look at this shot from the camera right here, folks. That is a hole shot.
Well, and hole shots are huge. We know that as Brett Bender goes on to win this Heat 2 of Round 2 qualifying. Here's the rest of your finishing order. Let's send it down to Misha Johnson.
Do you have someone that you're really kind of gunning for out there?
I'm not gunning for anyone. I'm just trying to get up on top of the box. I have been there before, so hopefully I can be up there again soon.
Now here's a snowy walk down memory lane, a collection of vintage snowmobiles from way back in the day. Some of these beauties go back to the 1960s. At times, the suspension made it feel like the 1860s. Just goes to show how far technology has improved. Let's send it over to Misha Johnson with an update from the pits.
We're Loctiting everything. We Loctite bolts, nuts, screws. Everything that is on the sled is Loctite here. You put it on your screws, your bolts on the suspension. You put it on the clutches for the weights to keep them in place. It keeps any bolt from vibrating off out on the track. So if you have a bolt, you lose a suspension part, you're out of the race.
When we return, this is no drill. The finals in the Pro Stock and Pro Open class are ready to roll. Who can knock Ross Martin and Tim Tremblay off?